Welcome to LSB Feasters Radio Channel and Travel Corner, where we keep great radio from the past alive. Today, we're going to Denver and KIMN, KIMN 95, and legendary radio talent Chuck Buell. Now, Chuck is known for his smooth, comfortable, relaxed style on the air. He was good. He's one of the youngest major market personalities at the time. In 1963, while he was in college, he landed a weekend gig on KIMN in Denver. And Buell was promoted to afternoon drive at KIMN when he was 22 years old. How about that? He did well at KIMN, and by 1967, WLS in Chicago came calling. And he was music director eventually. He started at nights, moved his way up to afternoon, spent several successful years at WLS. After a while, he missed Denver, went back to KIMN in 1978. His program director at the time asked, would you consider coming back to Denver? And he said, yes. Totally surprising management at KIMN. They didn't expect that. He did a second tour at KIMN from 79 till 83 when he decided he would take his act to FM, and he went to Y108 to host Denver's Morning Zoo. Chuck also spent time at KFRC in San Francisco, as well as KMOX, doing talk radio in St. Louis. This Aircheck features Chuck on his second run at KIMN in 1979. Got to say a big thank you to Robert Nicholson for this audio. Thank you, Robert. If you like what you hear, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel too, and after you do, smack that bell, and you will be notified whenever anything new is posted. All right, if you're ready, let's go back to 1979 with Chuck Buell on KIMN, KIMN 95, Denver.
That's the reason. Let your love flow. Any reason is good enough to let your love flow. Bellamy Brothers, Denver's best music here with Chuck Buell, 18 minutes after 4 o'clock, getting ready to head home here. Those of you that get off early, well, more power to you. KIMN's exclusive AccuWeather forecast. Cloudy and cold tonight, low of 26. Tomorrow and Wednesday, warmer, high both days around 60. 40 degrees currently in Denver. Dick Dillon checking Denver afternoon traffic. Let's get an air alert report right here.
Looking pretty good for the most part. We had problems on elevated I-70 before the rush hour got underway. It looks like that's returned to normal. And right now I'm over the south end, I-25 at Colorado Boulevard. It looks like we have very heavy traffic again this afternoon coming south on Colorado Boulevard. Oh, it's built up now from about Mississippi south to Mexico. It was bad through there on Friday afternoon. We may be having problems with the lights. At any rate, you are going to have quite a bit of stop and go southbound from Mississippi down to Mexico along Colorado Boulevard. Outbound 20th Street viaduct showing heavy traffic a few minutes ago. The rest of the viaduct's okay. Dick Dillon, KIMN Air Alert.
It makes sense. The cheapest way to save on moving costs is to have nothing left to move.
Yeah, that does make sense. Jerry Jolly celebrates his last retail season at West 8th Avenue.
The less he has to move, the more he can save.
Well,
the more you can save.
The prices are so low that it's all going to move fast, too. Right now, some of the finest, freshest fashions for great spring skiing at ridiculously low prices.
Parkas, vests, poles, boots, ski rentals, bindings from Rossignol, Nordica, Scott, Garmont, HCC, Innsbruck, Anba, and Trax, right down to your thermals.
Make them an offer on all kinds of goodies, even Trax ski suits for the whole family, 2 for the price of 1.
Jolly wants it all gone, everything. It's like getting something for nothing.
Jerry Jolly's Limited, 788 West 8th Avenue, Denver.
But not for long.
It's a Denver afternoon in the Rockies. With Denver 95 KIMN.
And I'd rather be in Denver. It's nice to be reunited again. Peaches and Herb here, 20 minutes after 4 o'clock. Chuck Buell. And an album that's called Too Hot. One of the deeper, more meaningful relationships. That's Peaches and Herb. That's Reunited. I am Chuck Buell, 24 minutes after 4 o'clock. Psychology Today had an interesting survey on leisure activities for us today. For the men, sex came in first. Women said their favorite pastime was reading. Then came sex. Guess it was said a long time ago, wasn't it, that we were all headed for trouble as soon as we allowed women to learn how to read?
Let your friends in on your memories. King Soopers Royal Color will make an extra set of prints from your roll of film at time of processing for only 5 cents each. Extra prints are the nicest way to let everyone share in your fun. King Soopers Royal Color, where they use Kodak paper for a good look.
At King Soopers, our people make a difference.
With spring cleaning just around the corner, remember the Salvation Army for your usable discards. A call today at 571-5102 will bring a truck tomorrow. The Salvation Army needs usable items for recycling. This is Wayne Sableman, and that's just another reason I'd rather be in Denver where Kim cares.
Chuck Buell on KIMN, KIMN.
Then again, perhaps you think I'm just macho. Rod Stewart at Kim, 29 minutes after 4 o'clock, KIMN Denver 95, the home of Kim's exclusive AccuWeather forecast. And here's Stephen Kaufman.
Macho. The last guy, 41 degrees in Denver. Weatherman Evan Myers says, rather cloudy and cold tonight, a low of 26. We'll hear the exclusive Kim AccuWeather forecast later in this 4:30 report. The signing of the Middle East Peace Treaty took place today at the White House between Israel and Egypt. Israeli Prime Minister Bacon called President Carter the unknown soldier of peace.
Our friend President Saddam said that you are the unknown soldier of the peacemaking effort. I agree, but as usually with an amendment. A soldier in the service of peace, you are. You are, Mr. President, even horrible victim, an intransigent fighter for peace.
And meantime, here in Denver, spokesman for a Palestinian Arab group, Hamza Qudsi, tells Kim News the treaty itself is not the problem.
I'd like to emphasize again that we are not against the peace as a peace treaty. We are against the peace treaty because it doesn't have any assurances about Palestinians' human rights for self-determination.
And the Soviet Union today attacked the peace treaty, saying it would increase violence in the Middle East. Now another look at Monday afternoon traffic with Dick Dillon and Kim Harris.
Well, if you're running westbound on 13th Avenue approaching Emerson, you might take it easy. That school overpass by the school there, or the pedestrian overpass by the school, we have a report of kids dropping rocks off that overpass onto passing vehicles underneath, so you might want to avoid the area altogether or scoot through there in a hurry. The freeway system is doing very well this afternoon with no real trouble spots anywhere. Southbound on Colorado Boulevard, the 900 block of South Colorado Boulevard, have a report of a stalled truck, and that south end of Colorado Boulevard is heavy from about Mississippi or so all the way down to Mexico. Had that same situation on Friday afternoon also. Outbound one-ways and viaducts, the immediate downtown area looking good. And remember, we have an injury accident out in the Golden area near Camp George West, 13th and Isabel. Dick Dillon, Kim Arrow.
Thank you, Dick. Colorado State Senator Paul Sandoval says he wants the State Department of Education to not appeal a court decision declaring the state's school financing law unconstitutional. That decision was made March 13th here in Denver. Kim News Time, 4:32.
It's getting to be that time of year for flying kites again. Kites are good outdoor fun after a long winter. But Public Service Company urges you to be careful with them. Kites and electric power lines don't mix. That's especially true if you have metallic parts on your kite or if it's wet. Both metal and a wet kite string can and will conduct electricity, and that's bad news for you. Don't get us wrong. We think kites are fun, too. We just want to see you fly them safely.
The Colorado CAP has ended its search for a missing Navy petty officer who was on board a jet fighter that crashed in the Rockies on March 16th. The pilot of that jet was found near the crash site. Elsewhere, ground crews and aircraft pilots have resumed their search in the south-central Colorado Rockies for a light plane missing 1 week with 3 people on board. The plane left Aspen last Monday for the 90-minute flight to Taos, but never got there. The Rocky Mount AAA Auto Club says that during March, the price of gasoline went up more than at any time during the past 5 years here in Colorado. The club's Dan Hopkins tells Kim News that when it comes to gasoline supplies, Denver is behind the 8 ball.
50% of the Denver area stations have shortened their hours. 48% are now closing all day on Sunday, and 9% report they are out of one or more grades of fuel. And in contrast, around the rest of the state, we only have about 13% of the stations closing on Sunday, with 4% operating shorter hours and 3% out of fuel. So the pinch is hitting Denver first, probably because Denver has the greatest demand and uses the lion's share of the petroleum.
Dan Hopkins with the Auto Club. The State Division of Employment says the state's economy will start slowing down. Officials say it'll happen because of a drop in construction here in Colorado. And Denver Police Chief Art Dill says disciplinary hearings began today for 19 police officers accused of falsifying daily log sheets of their traffic duties. Dill says the closed hearings will require 2 days. On Wall Street this afternoon, the Dow Jones Industrials closed down 4.93 at 854.82. In sports, according to the LA Times, former Denver Nuggets coach Larry Brown has been hired by UCLA to succeed Gary Cunningham as the Bruins' head basketball coach. And tomorrow, the Colorado Rockies play Chicago here at home. If you see news happening, call Kim at 233-TIPS.
For Dr. Pepper, here's England Dan and John Ford Coley.
I drink Dr. Pepper and I'm proud. I used to be alone in a crowd, but now you look around these days, there seems to be a Dr. Pepper craze. Everywhere you go are peppers, lots of folks you know are peppers. Wouldn't you like to be a pepper too? 'Cause peppers are an interesting breed. An original taste is what we need. Ask any pepper and he'll say, only Dr. Pepper tastes that way. I'm a pepper, he's a pepper, and if you drink Dr. Pepper, you will find that you're a pepper too. Be a pepper, drink Dr. Pepper. Be a pepper, drink Dr. Pepper. Be a pepper.
Here's the KIMN AccuWeather forecast for the Denver metro area. Rather cloudy and cold tonight, low 26. Tomorrow and Wednesday will be noticeably milder with intervals of cloudiness and sunshine. There may be mountain showers or flurries either day. Afternoon highs will reach 60 or better. With KIMN's exclusive AccuWeather, this is meteorologist Evan Myers.
And right now it's up to 41 degrees in Denver, 38 at Sloan's Lake. Kim First of Denver Blue Skies rating today is 60, and that means our Denver air is acceptable. At 4:36, this is Stephen Kaufman, KIMN News. Next scheduled news at 5 o'clock. Next news as it happens. Now on KIMN, more of Denver's best music with Chuck Buell.
Rubbing a couple of bodies together and getting a fire with the Pointer Sisters. Music Radio, Kim, 21 minutes before 5 o'clock. Chuck Buell heading home with you and checking your Kim exclusive AccuWeather forecast. Clouds tonight, cold tonight. Low tonight about 26. Tomorrow and Wednesday should warm up a bit. We'll have all kinds of things tomorrow. A few clouds, some sunshine, maybe even some flurries before it warms up, maybe some showers when it does. High tomorrow should be around 60 degrees or so here in Denver. It is 41 degrees. Here's Kim's Air Alert with Dick Dillon.
Northbound on Colorado Boulevard, approaching Kentucky, we have a stalled Bueller Mayflower van, it looks like, moving van, center lane. Traffic getting around him on either side, but he is kind of a hazard, so watch for him. And we also have a report of fire rescue equipment and an ambulance going to the Aurora Mall on a rescue situation. Traffic on the freeway system, by and large, this afternoon in very good shape without any serious hang-ups anywhere. Outbound one-ways and viaducts from the immediate downtown area, a little lighter as usual. Dick Dillon, KIMN Air Alert.
What makes HP VacuFlow the best built-in system you can buy for your home? Well, a lot of things does. The important thing is to keep in mind is that there's no bags or filters with an HP VacuFlow built-in system. And what that means is that your vacuum cleaner is going to work at 100% efficiency all of the time. It also means you don't have to fool around with those things. There's a heavy-duty motor that retains 100% efficiency all of the time, too. Now, you can use this in new and existing homes. If you're building a new home, talk to your contractor about having this built in as you go. But if your home already exists and is already completely built, well, they can install one for you in about a day. This is the only built-in system in the United States with a good housekeeping seal of approval. Visa and MasterCharge are available, and you'll be glad that you've got one of these, too. The convenience, the thorough cleaning are just a couple of reasons why you should investigate an HP VacuFlow built-in vacuum system today. Now, if you call for an estimate during the month of March and then you decide to buy a system, you'll also receive a free gift that's worth $30. So call and at least find out about it. HP VacuFlow of Colorado, 752-3992. Call them right now.
KIMN.
Music Radio, Kim with Chuck Buell here. It's 4:45 already. You're looking for a great way to raise some money for your nonprofit club or charity. Get in with Kim's second annual world's largest garage sale. Registration forms are available right here at Kim. You can call Sandy right now or anytime during regular business hours, which is right now, funnily enough. 234-9500. All the money you raise is all the money you can have, and you can keep it all for yourselves. Amy Stewart and Kim here. Music Radio, Kim, Chuck Buell. Superstition song, Amy Stewart at 11 minutes before 5 o'clock. I have never been superstitious, and nothing has happened to me yet. Knock on wood. Kim's exclusive AccuWeather forecast, rather cloudy and cold tonight, is brought to you by the First National Bank of Denver. When it comes to banking, be thinking first. Low tonight, 26. Tomorrow and Wednesday, noticeably warmer. Up near 60 degrees. We may have some moisture that'll cause some showers when it gets warm, maybe some flurries before it does. 41 degrees at Music Radio, Kim, right now with Dick Dillon checking Denver afternoon traffic and Kim Air Alert.
Northbound on Federal Boulevard at 52nd Avenue, we have construction in the right-hand lane. That right-hand lane is blocked. Northbound traffic jamming up a block or two. Southbound I-25 coming down toward the Mousetrap, between the Mousetrap and about 49th Avenue. We have a guy up against the left-hand crash rail. Evidently has a flat tire. He's in a bad spot, so watch for him. Traffic isn't too heavy there, but he's in a very hazardous spot. So if you're coming south approaching the Mousetrap, you might want to move over a lane to your right there. Traffic at Santa Fe and Evans a couple minutes ago was reported to be heavy. I'm just coming up over it now. It looks about normal to me. I don't see any big delay through there. Southbound I-25 at 8. We had an accident a little earlier. They moved it. It caused a little bit of a minor slowdown. Now we're getting a report of another possible problem in there. Again, that's southbound at 8. Northbound on Colorado Boulevard in Kentucky, a stalled truck in the center lane a few minutes ago. Southbound Colorado Boulevard from about Mississippi all the way down to Mexico, very heavy this afternoon. Outbound 23rd Street Viaduct, downtown end as you approach the viaduct, it's getting congested for about 2 or 3 blocks. Dick Dillon, Kim Air Alert.
Hey, there's only one thing that gets to me like Saturday Night Fever, and that's spring fever. So this year I'm going to Vail Mountain Madness, April 1st to the 15th, where I can see foxy-looking ladies and pick up some cool on the slopes from professional races, as if I need it, eh? There's costume days, mime performers, jugglers, clowns, kite flying. Hey, disco through the ages at Studio in the Rockies, where I can show my stuff, see? And maybe I'll win a prize in the treasure hunt, like a trip to Hawaii on United, eh? Vail Mountain Madness. Catch it April 1st through 15th.
9,000 people make the phone a nice thing. Because AFCO is me.
I don't mean to put other companies down, but it's amazing how badly you can be treated on the phone.
9,000 people try to catch the first ring. Because AFCO is me.
At AFCO Financial Services, we answer our phones in the first ring, and we don't keep you on hold forever.
9,000 people give it their all to be the people when you borrow money that you call.
It may sound crazy, but we've been taught to smile into the telephone. You know, you can tell if a person is smiling through the phone or not.
Our people put you in the best company because AFCO is me.
Call us. You'll like what you hear from me.
Because AFCO.
Smiling Debbie St. Laurent, Citrus Heights, California.
AFCO people, like Thomas Fabrizio, put you in the best company. For the AFCO office nearest you, just check your local phone book. That'll help you out. 8 minutes before 5, Chuck Buell heading home at Kim with a Harold Melvin song. And if you don't know me by now... Music Radio in the Rockies. It's 5 minutes before 5. Denver's best music here with Chuck Buell. Harold Melvin, if you don't know me by now. A lot of people say we should know our representatives a lot better than we do. As a matter of fact, the House of Representatives made history last week by televising a regular session for the first time. However, the reviews were not rave. Viewers say it was dull, pointless, and boring. Should fit right in with the rest of this season's TV shows, shouldn't it?
See the deal-making man at Luby Chevrolet.
It's easy to see you be happy to be dealing with the deal-making man.
At Luby Chevrolet, home of Papa Joe and his Denver deal-making men, they've never met a buyer they couldn't make a deal with. So you can save money if you're really serious about a new car or truck. And right now, Luby Chevrolet is overstocked with Monte Carlos, picked from over 80. Overstocked with pickups, too. All kinds of equipment. And overstocked with station wagons, so your family can save big. Get Papa Joe's price. Then see if you can walk away from Luby Chevrolet.
It's easy to see, you'll be happy to be dealing with a deal-making man. He never met a man he couldn't deal with anytime.
See the deal-making man at Luby Chevrolet, 2033 South Wadsworth between Jewel and Evans.
KIMN.
Give a good look. What's really nice is when you get that second look. It can make your whole day, can't it? Linda Ronstadt here at KIMN. Music Radio, this is Kim, living in the USA. Mile High America, Linda Ronstadt's Just One Look here. Chuck Buell at 5 o'clock from KIMN Denver 95, the home of Kim's exclusive AccuWeather forecasts. And here's Stephen Kaufman.
Thank you, Chuck. And it finally happened. It's 41 degrees in Denver. Weatherman Evan Myers says partly cloudy and mild tomorrow. We'll hear the exclusive Kim AccuWeather forecast later in this 5 o'clock report. Well, the Middle East peace plan between Israel and Egypt was signed today at the White House. Israeli Prime Minister Begin said that peace is many, many different things.
Peace is the beauty of life. It is sunshine. It is the smile of a child, the love of a mother, the joy of a father, the togetherness of a family. It is the advancement of man, the victory of a just cause, the triumph of truth. Peace is all of these. And more, and more.
Meantime, here in Denver, the Colorado Zionist Federation held a party in celebration of the signing. Rabbi Stanley Wagner offered a prayer to those present at the BMH Synagogue.
We are gathered on an historic day for our country and world, the day on which a peace treaty between Egypt and Israel is signed, a first step in the long road leading to harmonious relationships between all the nations of the Mideast.
Elsewhere, chief of the Palestine Liberation Organization, Yasser Arafat, said he'll seek revenge because of the treaty and that he'll chop off, he says, the hands of Prime Minister Begin. Now another look at Monday afternoon traffic with Dick Dillon and Kim Air Alert.
Well, we have a few problems here and there, none that are really serious.
At 854.82. In sports, a story in the LA Times today claims that ex-Denver Nuggets coach Larry Brown is now the head basketball coach at UCLA. The school isn't saying anything. And the Rockies face Chicago tomorrow night on home ice. If you see news happening, call Kim at 233-TIPS.
Gas mileage, gas mileage, gas mileage. With gasoline prices going up all the time, the best way for you to save gas money is to get better gas mileage. Toyota gives you better gas mileage. With car prices also going up, the best way for you to save on car money is to get a better bargain. Crest Motors. Toyota for better gas mileage. Crest for better Toyota deals. Sedan, station wagon, sports coupes. A car for every driver. From transportation Toyotas to luxury Toyotas. All are better bargain buys at Crest Motors. The #1 selling import car in America at the #1 best dealing dealer. Toyota and Crest. And at Crest you can get Volvos and Triumphs too. Crest Motors, 7100 East Colfax, Denver's better bargain dealer.
Here's the Kim AccuWeather forecast for the Denver metro area. Rather cloudy and cold tonight, low 26. Tomorrow and Wednesday will be noticeably milder with intervals of cloudiness and sunshine. There may be mountain showers or flurries either day. Afternoon highs will reach 60 or better. With Kim's exclusive AccuWeather, this is meteorologist Evan Myers.
And right now it's still 41 degrees in Denver, 38 at Sloan's Lake. Kim First of Denver Blue Skies rating today is 60, and that means our Denver air is acceptable. At 5:06, this is Stephen Kaufman, Kim News. Next scheduled news at 5:30. Next news as it happened. Now on Kim, more of Denver's best music with Chuck Buell.
Oh, I'll tell you, this is a historical...